Hey everybody, happy Saturday. I hope that your weekend is off to an amazing start. And hey, I have a question for you. How do you go about defining your personal value as we're heading into 2020? Well, this is Tabitha Jane. Thank you for hopping on. If you're new, hello, welcome. And for those of you who've been hanging with me, I appreciate you. I hope you all know that. And I'm kind of I'm on a roll lately, and so I wanted to come and share this with you because these are things that have just been going through my mind, and I'm hoping to hear your thoughts and your feedback. So here is the most recent. We're heading into a new decade. We're wrapping up 2019. We're heading into 2020. You know, not only are we ending a year, but we are ending a decade. And we are heading into this whole new exciting time. As we go through this transitional phase, as we go about looking at, what are our dreams and our goals, and what do we hope to have in the next year, but not just the next year, the next decade. What is the value for you? So I got some questions. I made little quick notes here. So if you could custom design the year 2020, what would that look like for you? Like, seriously, if you were to take a pen and paper and write down what are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your values? What do you want to see your life transform into as we go into this new year, this new decade, this new era? What does it look like for you? What does it look like for you prosperity-wise? What does it look like for you health-wise? What about your personal relationships? What about your environment? Where you live, how you live? What does the new year, what are your dreams? What are your visions for you? This is a time to look at ending a year, ending a decade, ending an era, and dreaming isn't the right word. I want to say transposing, but that's not right. I don't even know what that word means. Do you guys? It's about... The word is not coming to me. I know what I mean. It's not dreaming. It's almost like projecting, but it's... If you guys know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments, help somebody else out. But it's so much bigger, it's so much more. This is a time for us to envision and create, to manifest what we want. So this is a really, really, just a very powerful time, energetically, in our lives, in our society. What would it look like for you? Write it down. Get a pen and a piece of paper. Write down, what does your life look like next year into the next decade? What is it? What is it that is valuable and meaningful and heartfelt and just at the core of your person? What does that life look like for you? If money was not a priority, money was no object, if money no longer was a way for us to measure our value, if money was no longer a means of financial exchange, It did not identify a person's worth. It had no relevancy on a person's persona, their identity. If money was wiped off the table, what would you do? What would your life look like? How would you treat others? Where would your self-worth originate? How would you perceive your value, your contributions? Because let's just face it, this is something that for months, money has become our God. And it's time to put money in its place. It's a piece of paper. They're metal coins. And they're not our power. It's a means, it's a tool, it's a resource. But we've lost perspective as a society. And I'm still struggling with this. I don't want money to rule me. I want to rule my money. It's my slave. I'm not its slave. And that is a really powerful paradigm shift. When you take away the power money has over you, and you step into your power over your money, it no longer rules your life. So what does your life look like if money is not your power? If you are your power, you are your strength, you are the value you give this world. Because let's just get real. Without you, money don't mean crap. You are the value in this world. It's not money. But we've lost sight of that generations ago. We've inherited it in our new generation. And this is a paradigm shift. This is a whole new perspective. So, if all of the ailments were cured, if there were no health issues on the table to even be worried about, money is no longer a commodity because it's no longer anything, what would your value exchange be if you were to go out? What's your value, your gift you can offer to somebody else in exchange for what they have? Like, think back when, the Native Americans, they grew corn, right? And they had beads, or, we did an exchange. We didn't have, I don't have any money right now. We didn't have pieces of paper and metal coins that were the thing. I could do something for you. I could paint a painting for you. And maybe you could give me a few potatoes. We used to help each other through our gifts and our talents. What are your gifts and your talents? What is your value? What does your 2020 look like? What does your next decade look like for you? What is your priority? What is your value? Let's shift the paradigm. Let's take away the power that has been given away. We didn't know any better. That's how we were raised. But now we can have an awareness. So let's take back ownership of the power, because the value, the real power, the real value in this life is you. Not the things, not the money, not any of that. You are the gift to this world. So, again, if you could custom design your life for 2020, there were no ailments, there was no monetary, nothing, and you were prosperous, what would your life look like? What would your relationships look like? How would you interact with other people? what would your value be? How would you use that to benefit you and others? Maybe it's time for us to take a different look at our lives and what our priorities are and what really matters as we end this 2019, as we end this decade, as we are progressing and going forward into a lot of new. What really matters? And what are your gifts? And how can you bless not only yourself and your family, but others as well? All right, guys, I'd love to hear your comments, what your thoughts are. And I appreciate you guys. Love you all. And look forward to sharing more. I just got way too much. But I'm trying to space it out when I can. I'll be back. Love y'all. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.